Good morning, church. Hope and pray you guys are having a fantastic day. It is Friday the 29th of January, 2021. Let's get that right. We're nearly 30 days into this year. We're 29 days into this year to be exact, but we'll get there. So come and say good day and hang out and have a coffee. Today is Friday, so we've got the quiz today. So looking forward to hanging out with you for the quiz. It is Gift Friday, so make sure that you drop a gift on a friend and say good day. And today we're going to talk about developing practices and habits of growth. That is our theme for the day. Steve's in the house. Good morning, Steve. I hope and pray you're well, my friend. Hope life is treating you well, and you didn't get too wet this morning in your wanders. So anyway, speaking of getting wet, let me talk about the weather. So coming in from the sunny back blocks of Melbourne, down by the bay, today is it's a showery one today. Currently 19 degrees with a maximum of 23. Sunrise this morning was at 6:31 a.m. and sunset today is at 8:36 p.m. with a 70% chance of rain. So it is raining and it is wet, and looking at it, it's going to be wet all day. It's going to be a humid one today, so let me know what the weather's like where you are and what's happening in your part of the world. So, have another sip of coffee. Oh, it was a slow start today. Oh, but we're here. So today I want to talk to you about developing practices and habits of growth. So I want to read to you today from Proverbs 2, verses 1 and 2 from the PT version. And it says, "My child, will you treasure my wisdom?" How's that? You start off with a question, will you treasure my wisdom? Then it goes on to say, "Then and only then will you acquire it, and only if you accept my advice and hide it within you will you succeed. So train your heart to listen when I speak and open your spirit wide to expand your discernment. And then pass it on to your sons and daughters." So my 3 points for today is simple. First one is we invest in what is important to us. So the first question is there, my child, will you treasure my wisdom? So there are lots of things in life that we treasure. But where we invest our time, where we invest our money, where we invest our finances, okay, there our heart will also be. And I found that as I invest my finances into something, my heart follows. So I've got a nice 1992 80 series Land Cruiser that I love, that I enjoy. That is I keep saying it's my forever car. It's my daily driver at the moment, but I spent a lot of money on it, and I try and look after it as banged up as it is at times, but I bought it for a purpose, and it has a purpose. But because I've spent money on it and I put time into it and I invest into it, it's important to me. It's the same with my wife. My wife is important to me. I spend time and money and I invest in her because she is important to me. My education is important to me, so I spend time and money and I invest into that for my education. My church is important to me. My serving God is important to me. So I spend and invest time and money into those things. And because I do that, okay, I get something back from it. I get a joy back from it. But I grow in that time. And if I want to grow in my life or I want to invest or develop my life, I have to invest my time and money into things that are important to me, okay? Because where your treasure is, okay, your treasure being your money, your heart also follows. And if you want to grow in something, then you're going to spend time and you're going to invest into it. If you want to grow in faith, if you want to grow in knowledge, if you want to grow in your relationship with God, then you've got to invest time into that. You've got to invest time into it. It doesn't just happen overnight. Okay, you say yes to Jesus and you begin to grow from there, but then you also need to invest time. You need to spend time in the Word. You need to bring good people around your life who can speak into your life, who can encourage your life, and you likewise. My second point is to train yourself. It says there in verse 2, so train your heart to listen. we need to train ourselves. One of the things that I've learned, I say one of the things, my wife points this out to me. One of the things, I've learned lots of one-off things in my life. So one of the things that I've learned in my life is that I need to develop and train myself. But if I'm going to do that, if I'm going to develop habits of growth, then what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing things on a repetitious basis. So there's a muscle memory. So I know how to lift weights. I know how to train my body for strength, but I don't do it enough to maintain the strength that I know that I have the potential of having. And I want to encourage you that as you train your body, as you do something, so you get a muscle memory in it. So I watch my wife play guitar. I watch my wife play piano. I watch my wife write songs. I watch my wife do, her bookkeeping and do the stuff that she does on spreadsheets. And there's a muscle memory in that. It's a different muscle memory for each thing that she does, but there's a muscle memory in that she's trained her body, that she's disciplined her body to be able to do those things. Now, I haven't got the muscle memory to play the guitar. I don't have the muscle memory to play the piano. I don't know where things go or remember how to do things, as your hands go out and about like that. Okay, I don't have the muscle memory to work on spreadsheets. Now, I can work on spreadsheets, but I don't have the time or the inkling to be able to invest into that. But what I want to encourage you is there are things that you're good at. There are things that you're passionate about. There are things that you have a propensity to train yourself to do. And as you do that, you will get better, you will grow, you will develop, you will become better at that. And that is the putting in the practice. The consistency and practice will help you improve and grow over time. And you train your mind, you train your body, okay? But all of that, I believe, is a deliberate thing that we do. It's a choice. It's a particular choice that we make, and consistency is a particular practice that we put in place to develop that area of our life. So if you want to grow in life, if you want to develop in your relationship with God, if you want to do any of that stuff, you have to be consistent in what you do. And my third thing is pass on what you've learned. Pass on what you've learned. That the end of that end of verse 2 there. It says, then pass on to your sons and daughters, and pass it on to your sons and daughters. I think it's important that as we learn and we grow in life, that we invest into other people, that we teach other people, that we help other people to grow. And as a Christian, I want to help you grow in your relationship with God. I want to help you grow in life. And I want to encourage you to find ways of teaching, helping, encouraging, speaking into other people's lives. And investing in them. Be generous with your time. Be generous with your knowledge. Be generous in how you connect with other people, how you care for other people, and how you help other people to grow. And look for opportunities to do that. And one of the ways that I've found to do that is to join a network, or to join a group, or to join like-minded people who have, obviously we're doing this online, but to join people that we can connect with and encourage to grow in our faith, to grow in a certain area. So musicians tend to gather together to learn to play music together if they want to be in a band or they want to do stuff. I've seen Beck bring the worship team together and develop them and invest in them and help them invest in each other's. And as they learn to sing in harmony and hear what the other person is doing and interact with each other. I think that's an important part of passing on what you've learned and helping other people on that journey. And it also reinforces in you the stuff that you've learned. The whole thing of mastery. So my dad teaches electricians used to be a TAFE teacher and used to teach electricians. And one of the things that you had to do to be able to get your capstone was you had to be able to prove that you had learnt the things and you could do the things that you're able to do. And when you achieve that capstone, you were then recognized as an electrician. Until that point, you're an apprentice electrician. But once you've got that capstone, then you've got the ability to do the work. But as you go on in the years, then you also not only do you have the ability as an electrician to train other apprentices, but the more you develop, the more years of experience you get, the more you're able to invest into other electricians or lead other electricians, or if you have the inkling to go and teach other electricians the things that you have learned. It's the same in any trade. Renee's a brickie. Renee, you're probably a master brickie with all the years of work that you've done. whatever it is that you've done in that space, you've got the ability to teach other people how to lay bricks. Now, we might be able to watch a YouTube video to say how to lay bricks, but there will be tricks and techniques and things that Renee, as a tradesman, as a craftsperson, has learned in doing that. And I want to encourage you, whatever it is that you've learned, learn to pass it on. If you want to grow and develop in life, look for opportunities to pass it on and encourage other people in that. And whatever we do, as Christians, let's carry the light of Jesus where we go. Let's be an example to other people. Let's love other people. Let's connect other people back to Jesus in the secular stuff that we do in the faith world, wherever it is that we are. Let's always be looking to connect other people back to Jesus and encouraging them to begin the journey of faith or to continue on their journey of faith with Jesus. So yeah, all right, that's my thoughts for today. I hope that helps you. We're working through this. I'm getting back into the swing of it. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that helped. So yeah, anyway, let me pray for you, and then we're going to get into the quiz. This is Friday. Let's do the quiz. Let's wrap the week out with the quiz. Yeah, anyway. Lord, I thank you for what you're doing in our hearts and our lives. And God, I thank you that today we can just honor you. Lord, I thank you that you would help us to develop habits and patterns of growth in our life, God, that you would help us to become the men and women of God you're calling us to be. Lord, that we would understand that as we invest our time and our treasure into the things that are important to us, God, our heart is always there. Our heart is also there. Lord, and I thank you that, Lord, our heart would be with you. Lord, I thank you that as we learn and grow in every area of life, Lord, that you would help us to master the things that you've called us to, and then you would help us to teach and pass that on to others, Lord. I thank you that you would help us to develop practices, Lord, that help us grow in our faith, that help us grow in our relationship with you, that help us to lead and equip others as well, God. Lord, because ultimately we would just want to be bearers of light and love, and we want to point people to you, Jesus. Lord, and we thank you for all that you do in Jesus' precious name. Amen and amen. Anyway, guys, let's do this. Let me come back in and say g'day. I see a few people that have popped in. Steve's saying currently running 100% chance of rain. Good work, mate. Good work. Jeff's in the house. Good morning, Jeffrey. Good morning, Renee. Good morning, Sina. Good morning, Joels. Good morning, Kaz. Good morning, Tina. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Jan. And Jolene is going, yay, the quiz. So we're going to do this. So the quiz is a 5-question quiz. It is a 5-question quiz. And it's quite a simple little process. I ask you the questions. You drop your answers in the comments. And then we have a bit of fun. The person with the highest score, or persons with the highest score at the end, get a crown in the comments, and the person or persons with the lowest score get a toothbrush. So toothbrush time it is. And Candace is in the house. Good morning, Candace. So question number 1 of the 5-question quiz, the Fast 5, is this. Australia's TGA, Therapeutic Goods Administration, TGA, has approved which company's COVID-19 vaccine? Australia's TGA has approved which company's COVID-19 vaccination? Is it A, B, C, or D? Is it Zeneca? Is it Moderna? Is it Novavax? Or is it Pfizer? Is it Zeneca? Is it Moderna? Is it Novavax? Or is it Pfizer? A, B, C, or D? A is Zeneca. B is Moderna. C is Novavax. Novavax, and D is Pfizer. Drop your comments, drop your answers in the comments, and let's have a bit of fun today. So it's been a while since we've done the quiz. Tina's saying D. We've got our first one in there. Sharon's saying D. Jeff's in the house saying D. Got a few D's there. I'm going with the Pfizer too. Joel's is on. Joel's and Jan and everyone. Yeah, Candace is there. You're all on it. It's D. D is correct. Is the correct answer. The question number 2 in the famous 5, the Fast 5, is Grace Tame. Grace Tame was which state's nominee for the 2021 Australian of the Year? Grace Tame was which state's nominee for the 2021 Australian of the Year? Was it South Australia, Tasmania, Victoria or Western Australia? South Australia, Tasmania, Victoria or Western Australia? A is South Australia, B is Tasmania, C is Victoria, and D is WA, Western Australia. So this young lady that won, I listened to her speech. I didn't know anything about her. Like many of us, we probably don't know much about many of the people who win the Australian of the Year. But she has an amazing story, and the resilience that this young woman has in her life, given her story, just blows me away. She is just such an impressive young person, but also to be the Australian of the Year as well. She has a bright future ahead of her. She's awesome, and I'm so impressed. So impressed. I think she's very deserving of the role. So we've got Helen's going A, B, C, and D. Where are we? Some covering all the bases. She's covering all the bases. We've got some B's, some B's. Jolene's saying question mark C. And I believe it is B. I believe she's a Taswegian, which is correct. Tasmania is the correct answer. Question number three is this. Reddit users are credited for lifting which US retailer's share price by 1,700%. By 1,700%. Reddit users are credited with lifting which US retailer's share price by 1,700%. Is it GameStop? Is it Pink Gorilla? How cool a name is that, Pink Gorilla? Hey, we should have Pink Gorilla. GameStop is A, Pink Gorilla is B, C is Play and Trade, and D is Slackers. Is it A, GameStop, B, Pink Gorilla, C, Play and Trade, and D is Slackers? So I was listening to some commentary on this the other day, and it seems like the I know there's a cash, no, not a cash app. There's a what is it? There's a trading app in the States called Robinhood. I don't know whether we can get it here in Australia or not, but it's a trading app that allows us to buy and sell shares on the stock market. And through a Reddit forum, apparently they were using things like Robinhood to buy and sell shares and then they all cashed out, shorted the market, and sent a whole lot of billionaires or hedge funds into a spiral and a tizzle, and a whole lot of gamers and people who are man on the street walked away with a lot of money. Apparently, there's some people walked out as millionaires after what they did on this with this one. So. Who have we got in there? We got A's. Yeah, we got A's. A's is correct. It was GameStop. GameStop is the correct answer. Question number four of 5 questions of our Fast 5 is this. Which song was voted number one on this year's Triple J Hottest 100? Which song was voted number one on this year's Triple J Hottest 100? Was it Spacey Jane's Booster Seat is A. Was it Ballpark Music's Cherub? Was it C, Fumes the Difference? Or D, Glass Animals Heat Wave? A, B, C, or D? Come on now. This is the one that's going to separate. I think the last 3 questions have been fairly easy ones to get to. I haven't listened to the Triple J 100 in years, so I have no idea who it is that's there. Tina's saying C. Who else has got an answer for me? Because I have no idea on this one. Some things I'm happy to share some wisdom and knowledge with you, or drop my comments or my opinions on, but I have no idea on this one who won it. So, what are the choices again? Okay, Giles. A is Space Jane's Booster Seat. B is Ballpark Music's Cherub. D is fumes, the difference, and D is glass animals heat wave. So A is booster seat, B is cherub, C is the difference, and D is heat wave. They are the names of the songs that are there. Giles is saying D, which is heat wave. Tina's saying C, which is the difference by the fumes. Jeff is saying A, booster seat. And Sharon is saying A, booster seat as well. Oh, I don't know. Who do I go with? I don't know. We've got an A, a D, a C. I'm going to go B just to be different, just to be contrary. And it was D. D was the correct answer. Heat wave was the answer. So Joel's gets that one. Question number 5 of the Fast 5 of the Friday 5 is this. Michaela Leifer was extradited from Israel. Michaela Leifer, I don't know how to pronounce that. Michaela Leifer was extradited from Israel to face how many charges in Victoria? So this is a school teacher that is allegedly sexually abused girls at the Jewish school, girls and maybe boys, but the Jewish school. Michaela Leifer had been extradited from Israel to face how many charges in Victoria? Was it 54, 64, 74, or 84? A is 54, B is 64, C is 74, and D is 84. A, B, C, or D, what is your answer? Let me know. A, B, C, or D. 54, 64, 74, or 84. Oh, we've got a couple of C's, got some D's in there. It's a big number of charges, whatever. It's a big number of charges. And it took years for them to get her back too. I know it was a long legal battle, so they're going to throw the book at her. We got some C's, we got some D's. Helen's in there saying D. So I'm guessing that is for this one, Helen. We got some D's. So 54, 64, 74, and 84. I'll give you one little quick moment just to drop your comments in, and then we're going to do this. Jody's in the house. Good morning, Jody. Hope you're doing well. Jodes. Okay, I have no idea. I'm going to go, the majority seems to be C and D. I'm going to go with C on this one. And C is correct. 74 is correct. 74 is correct. I got 4 out of 5. Did you beat me? Did you get 5 out of 5? Did you get 3 out of 5? Did you get 2 out of 5? What was your answer? That is question number 5 of our Fast 5. And if you're playing this in post, drop your answers in. Let's have some fun. You can catch up anytime you want. Let's do it. So Fast 5, done. I got 4 out of 5. What did you get? Tina got 3 out of 5. Giles has got 4 out of 5. Sharon got 4 out of 5. Jeff got 3 out of 5. Anyone got 2 out of 5? Maybe that's Sharon. Not Sharon. No. It'll come to me in a minute. Doesn't matter. But anyway, I'll give toothbrushes. Haha. I don't even know the game. Good work, Joe. It's just a 5-question quiz that we do on Friday. It's a bit of fun. So, yeah. So, I will give Jeffrey and Tina the toothbrush today. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, love hanging out with you guys. I hope and pray you have a fantastic weekend. Make sure you're hanging out with your church family in person where possible. And if not, hang out with us online this Sunday at Big Heart. Anyway, guys, be blessed. Be encouraged, be inspired, have a fantastic week. I pray that God smiles on you, shows you favor, gives you peace today, and all the blessings. Amen. Anyway, guys, I'm out. See you later. Bye.